They're a genre, they're a brand unto themselves at this point. Oh! Oh! Oh my god, this makes... I feel emotional right now. Hello my wonderful royals and welcome to my YouTube channel Break K-Pop Reacts, and today once again we are doing the wonderful Baby Metal. For me, once again, it has been about 2 minutes since I reacted to the previous two, Time Wave and Believing, on the other one, and now I am reacting to the final two on the album. In terms of what I've listened to, it's not the final two tracks. I mean, one is one is literally the final track of the album, but it's the final two that I am listening to. All good things, all things must come to an end eventually, and sadly we are coming to the end of the other one, which I'm kind of hoping that there's like bonus tracks and stuff, and that we get some like down the line, some like deluxe edition with bonus tracks and stuff. I'm not ready for this album to end. I'm really not. I could listen to I want Baby Metal to just keep giving us songs on this album. I want like a 40 track other one album. Just keep going. Like, they're just on it at the moment. They're just like, everything they're doing is perfect. So just keep going. Just keep going. Give us more. But you know, regardless, I am hugely grateful for what we've been given. And now I'm going to dive into the final two. So the first one of the two is called METALIZM, and then the other one is The Legend, which is literally the last song on the album. So those two are the ones we are doing today. If you're new here, hello. If you're a fan of the wonderful Baby Metal, please do check out my previous reactions to them. There are tons and tons on the channel. I've reacted to them a lot since they're one of them I most react to. For saying I'm a K-pop channel, I think Baby Metal probably, I would guess, are probably in the top 3 in terms of my most reacted to artists on the channel. They've got to be top 3 surely, I think. And the reactions to them just keep coming. So please do go back and check those out and catch up on my journey with this wonderful band thus far. That would be awesome. And of course, guys, if you enjoy this reaction, please drop us a like, drop us a comment, and of course subscribe to my lovely self. Join the royal family, become a royal yourself. That would be fantastic. I do have a donation page now, by the way, guys. I keep neglecting to mention it for some reason. I keep forgetting. But I do have a donation page now on Ko-fi. I'm still not sure how you pronounce it, but the link is in the description below if you're interested in supporting me a bit further on my channel and like I say, helping me towards my goals of making this channel bigger and kind of hopefully ultimately having more time to do these reactions and things. So any help on there will be awesome. But with all that being said, we're just going to get straight into this thing because I'm ready, sadly, to finish this album right here, right now. It is Baby Metal time. Let's do this! So this is the wonderful Baby Metal with METALIZM, track number 7 on this fine album. And based on the title, I'm kind of expecting, like, the title is screaming to me this is going to be quite a heavy song. I don't know if it will be, but who knows with this album, to be honest. I don't know where it's going to go. This is METALIZM, let's do it. For example, I was not expecting that intro. That was not expected. Ooh. Not heavy so far. Oh, I love that. The background, yes. Is this going to be like one of those quirky Baby Metal songs? We do some really interesting things with the music in this whole album. Those electronic elements again, yes. Oh, that guitar! That Dragon Force, Jesus, calm down. Oh, sounds good. It's like Baby Metal, it's like they're trying to create a new genre at this point. Seriously. When do we start calling Baby Metal their own genre? I feel like that time is upon us at some point fairly soon. Oh, this build up. This build up. Oh, mate, that's so perfect. The way it pauses and then the drums come in. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh, that guitar though. Oh. Bro. Even just the way it like abruptly ends like that is so perfect. So perfect for that song. It just like, yes, that's exactly what it needed to do. I just can't with this band anymore. I can't. The quality is off the charts. The quality is off the charts. And that's one of those songs I feel like wouldn't normally hit for me. Like it wouldn't normally be one that gets me, but in this case it does. And again, it's down to something they're doing with this album that I can't put my finger on, but it just works. Everything just kind of works. Well, I love the fact that again that's kind of leaning towards that more quirky side of Baby Metal, which is always fun. But again, just has some absolutely stunning elements in it. Have I unlocked something, right? You know, I was talking about Baby Metal within their own genre. The name Baby Metal could almost be considered the name of a genre, in the sense that, you know, if you're talking about metal genres, you'd say like death metal or whatever, that kind of thing. Something, then metal. So Baby Metal. Is that part of the reason that they're called that? Have I stumbled onto something significant there? I feel like this might be one of those times where all you guys are in the comments saying, yeah, that's always been a thing. Where have you been? I don't know. It's just, I like that. Like their own genre of Baby Metal. Anyway. Oh, wow. Right. Last one. Last one. I'm quite intrigued to see what we get with this one. Just the title alone suggests something significant. The Legend, which is, but again, the fact that it's the last song on the album, I'm wondering what this is going to be, because it could go in a number of different directions at this point. Like, I'm almost thinking, is this going to be like a bit of almost a celebration song, like The One, like that kind of style? I mean, if so, yes, please, because The One is still one of my favourite Baby Metal songs, period. Is it going to, you know, be something like that? Like, kind of, I just think it's been the last track. I'm really intrigued to see where they go with it. So this, yeah, is sadly, sadly, I feel like we need to commemorate this moment. Is the last track on this glorious, wonderful album. That, you know, like I kind of like the fact that the way they've released this, it almost feels like this album has been part of our lives for months, you know, and it obviously will continue to do that. As we go on, but it's kind of nice, like the way that they, and obviously I'm used to K-pop and K-pop very much have a thing of where they'll promote, they'll promote an album through teasers and things, and through little, teaser images and things, and then they'll release the album with the track, and that'll be it, and it'll be out, and it'll be done. Some groups switch up that formula, but generally that's how it's done. But I kind of like the fact that, in situations like this, the whole idea of having an album where you spread it out so much, and it seems like a lot of Japanese music does that. From what I can tell, even the Japanese idol music and stuff kind of do that, where they'll have big gaps between like the song that they release and then the album and stuff. The fact that we've been kind of drip fed the songs through the previous months, like, it's, in some ways it's frustrating, because it's like, I want the whole thing now, but also it works because it gets to this point and it feels like you've been through in a significant journey to get to this point where I'm now listening to the final song on this album, and that feels so significant because it's been months since I listened to the first one. So it's like, it's there's something to be said about the way that they've done this, and it really works. And it adds to that grandness, that epicness, that importance that is such a huge part of this album. Right, the legend. Let's go. Oh, Jesus Christ. I feel like this might be emotional. Is that where it's going? Sue's vocals are on another level in this album. On another level. She is. Wow. Oh my god. Goosebumps. Goosebumps. It is a bit the one like, isn't it? It's got that kind of feel to it. Oh. Oh my god. That beat, man, that beat, the whole feel of this. It's not baby metal. It's not what you'd expect baby metal to be. It's like, this isn't baby metal, but yet, why does it work? Why, despite that, does it work? Oh my god. They're a genre, they're a brand unto themselves at this point. Oh! Oh! Oh my god, this makes... I feel emotional right now. What? Like a harmonica or something. What was that? What's going on there? Vocal. They're a musical phenomenon. I think what this album has taught me is that this band are not appreciated anywhere near as much as they should be as just simply a musical act, as an artist. I think there is a tendency to treat BABYMETAL as a bit of a gimmick, as a bit of a gimmick act. It's like, oh yeah, BABYMETAL, they're the little Japanese kids that are all cute but they do metal. Like it's they're seen as a bit of a gimmick act, if you're on the outside. But of course, as all actual BABYMETAL fans know, they're so much more than that. So much more than that. And I already knew that, of course I did. But I think this album especially has just taken this band to the next level in terms of being just a hugely important and game-changing musical act, musical artist. This album isn't just a phenomenal BABYMETAL album. This album is a phenomenal musical triumph. Like, it's just like, regardless of what forms of music you enjoy, there are certain albums, there are certain musical experiences that are just known to be incredible, regardless of whether you're into that kind of music or whatever. This to me ranks that highly. Like, this whole album for me ranks that highly as one of just those albums that transcend, that just transcend the argument of like who you like, who you don't like, whatever. It transcends that. It's just one of those albums that's like, yeah, BABYMETAL, the other one, is just an incredible musical album. Even if you're not a metal fan, if you're not a fan of that kind of music, fair enough, you're not going to listen to it. That's understandable. But it is just a wonderful, wonderful album. And I think that needs to be acknowledged. That needs to be acknowledged. And for me, BABYMETAL aren't acknowledged as highly as they should be as a legitimate artist, as a legitimately incredible musical artist. And I think the fact that we've got to a stage now where these girls are older, they've fully matured, all that malarkey. Obviously when they first came about, they were young and things, so it played more into that kind of idea of them being a gimmick act and stuff. Whereas now I feel like we're seeing the BABYMETAL brand transform into what it always was, in a way, for what it absolutely should be. And I really hope this gets recognised. I really hope this gets the recognition it deserves, and people pay attention and go, hang on a minute, we've been writing off this band, we've been writing off these girls, because they are doing something very, very special. And I can only hope that they gain more and more recognition for it in the world, in the music world as a whole, because they absolutely deserve it. This is phenomenal. The whole album is just phenomenal. That final song, man, the emotions I was feeling through that. I mean, I know I wasn't in tears or anything like that, but the emotions running through me, and it's that sense of pride, almost. Like, you're so proud to see this, like proud to see the quality is just immense. Like, it makes it, I'm proud of them. I'm proud to be a fan of this band. Like, it gives you so many feels. It gives you so many feels listening to this. And like I say, it does kind of remind me of The One in that sense. That kind of did the same thing with me. And this kind of has that same effect. It's just, what a perfect end. What a perfect end to the album. I'm really excited. I'm really intrigued to sit down and listen to this album from start to finish, just to see what that experience is like, because I can guarantee it's going to be something else. Yeah. This album is God tier. God tier. There's no other way of putting it. Like, this is for me, a legendary album. A legendary album. Maybe it's recency bias is making me, overhype it a little bit, embellish it a little bit, possibly. But I don't know. I hopefully other people feel like this as well. But for me, this is just on another level. On another level. Every single song hits. Like, I talks about there being a dip. There isn't a dip. There isn't a dip. The only thing I could even argue vaguely as a dip is, for me at least, is Maya. Purely based on that being less on the level of something I like. But if I was to rate the song, I'd probably put it at an 8 at least. At the least point, maybe an 8. So, you know, like, it's certainly not a dip by any stretch. This is just perfect. And if I was to listen to the full album, I'd listen to Maya as well. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't skip it or anything like that. Like, it's absolutely no skip. I cannot stress enough how strong this album is. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. This for me has taken BABYMETAL from like to another level in terms of my appreciation, in terms of my love for them, in terms of my adoration of them. It's taken them to another level, and they're already high, obviously, like, as you can tell from all my reactions to them and whatnot. But this has just taken it to an even higher point. I'm blown away. I'm absolutely and utterly blown away. And with that being said, guys, I'm going to leave it there because I need to go and recover, bearing in mind that for me, I've done 6 of these things straight, and it's a lot. It's a lot, so I'm going to go and recover. Well, thank you so much for watching. Please, if you enjoy this reaction, drop us a like, drop us a comment, and of course, subscribe to my lovely self. Join the royal family, become a royal yourself. Get those comments, guys. Let me know what you think of this. If you've got any thoughts on this, I know I'm quite bad for responding to comments these days. I don't get as much time to do it, so I apologise if you've commented on previous videos I've not responded. I do apologise for that. I do like to respond to comments, and I do often read most of them anyway. Okay, even if I've not responded in any way, I still read them. But please do keep doing it, because I do appreciate it, and I love to have a bit of discussion going on in the comments and stuff, and I love to hear your thoughts on things and see if they match up with mine and all the rest of it. So please do get involved. That would be awesome, and I'll see you next time, guys, for the next one. Selling Gay. I love you all. Goodbye.